The support just did Biden a huge favor by giving Trump immunity. While everybody is arguing over the Supreme Court immunity ruling, President Biden should be glad to have a distraction. Monday's ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court to vastly expand the notion of presidential immunity was an incredibly beneficent favor for one of the men hoping to win your vote in November. Just not the guy you're thinking of. President Joe Biden desperately needed something to change the conversation after his calamitous performance in last Thursday's debate, which prompted a full 3-day weekend of Democratic hand-wringing, with public and private debate about whether he should be swapped out for a more capable candidate. What better way to interrupt that claimer than to have the court's conservative justices, the kind of folks who came of age thinking Richard Nixon got a raw deal, declare that former President Donald Trump might not have really broken the laws that we all saw him break if he was acting as president at the time and not as a petulant narcissist who can't stomach being a loser. Yo, Joe, send those justices a gift basket or something. You know Clarence Thomas isn't turning away free stuff. Sure. The more progressive justices worried about the damage to democracy in allowing a former president to claim law-breaking is just part of the job. Trump and the Republican National Committee sent out email blasts to supporters seeking donations based on what he called a big win for democracy and our Constitution. Biden's campaign scrambled to host a call with members of the news media Monday morning to decry the ruling. The very first question asked during that call was, will Biden now be running against the Supreme Court, particularly due to his performance during the debate? Quentin Fulks, Biden's principal deputy campaign manager, said the campaign would embrace the ruling as an amplifier to emphasize concerns about Trump's despotic aspirations. It's one thing for a former president to randomly declare he'll be a dictator only on day one if reelected. It's another for the highest court in the land to say, go on now, be the worst version of you. Fulks clearly didn't want to discuss the debate, but like a Supreme Court that openly snubs the rule of law, it was too hard to ignore for the folks on the line with the Biden campaign. Our campaign is going to continue to make the case that the stakes of the